All right, everybody, the next joint we're going to be looking at is your knee. Your knee is also an extremely important part of the kinetic chain when dealing with the lower extremities. If you don't have full flexion or full extension within your knee, your ankle or your hips or your lower back are going to be taking up some of the compensation, and you're going to get tightness and or pain either below the joint or above the joint that's being restricted. So just because you don't have knee pain does not mean that your knee range of motion is not limited. There was an athlete I was working with who was having an extremely hard time getting down into a deep squat, whether it was air squats, whether it was wall balls. They were trying some foam rolling, trying some voodoo flossing. They were trying some squat therapy, and it didn't really do a whole lot. They just could not get into a good squat position no matter how much they tried. We finally had a chance to take a look at their knee range of motion. It was a bit limited when they were doing the kneeling heel to butt test. We put them in one of our programs, cleaned up the range of motion, and now squatting is not a problem anymore. So the way that this test is going to go, we're going to have everyone kneeling on their knees with their feet behind them. Their big toes are going to be touching each other, and there's going to be a little bit of space in between your knees. We're going to slowly sit back on those heels. If you can sit back on your heels with your butt touching your heels, then you have full range of motion. If you cannot, you have limited range of motion. Now, whether or not you have full or limited, you now have to be aware of whether there is tightness or pain. Is there tightness or pain in the front of the knee, behind the knee, in the hips, or in the lower back? Make a note of all of these conditions or all of these issues, and then we'll discuss them once you get back.